Hi everyone, today I am going to discuss with you Python interview question part 3 and I am going to discuss with you Python string interview question. So here's the first question. What is the string in Python? A string in Python is a sequence of characters. Strings are immutable, means once we define the string, we cannot be changed. All string method returns a new value. They do not change the original string. Many Python methods such as replace, join, split method modify the string. Means they do not modify the original string. They create a copy of that string and return it. Python string can be created with single quote, double quote or triple quote. We can use triple quote string when we want to store several lines or multiple lines in our program. In Python, string index start from the 0. So here I want to explain in detail. Here I mention the string name Bob and I mention in a single quote. After the execute of the program, it give me the value Bob. As I mentioned in string, we have to declare in a double quote also. So here I mention apple as a double quote. After the execute, it give me the value apple. And in a string we have to declare the triple quote also. You can mention the string, which is I mentioned the poem here and I gave the triple quote. After execute the program, it give me the value of that poem. As I mentioned string, the index start from the 0. Here I mentioned the string and I gave the 4 value. When I passing the index 0, it is give me the first value California. The second value is a Boston. If you see here after execute, it give me the second value, means index 1 is a Boston, index 3 is a Orlando. So the string in a Python string index start from the 0 and Python string you can declare as a single quote, double quote as well as the triple quote. Question number 2 is, what are the string methods in Python? So there are various methods is available in Python for string, but few of them I have mentioned here, such as string dot capitalize method returns a string where the first character is uppercase. String dot upper method returns a string where all characters are in uppercase. String dot lower method returns a string where all characters are in lowercase. String dot replace method replace a specified phrase with another specified phrase. String dot strip method removes the space at the beginning and space at the end of the string. String dot ends with method returns true if the string ends with specified value, otherwise it will be written as a false. String dot split method split the string into a list. String dot title method returns a string where the first character in every word is a uppercase. String dot start with method returns a true if the string start with the specified value. If not, it will be written as a false. String dot find method finds a first occurrence of the specified value. String dot rstrip method removes any white space at the end of the string. String dot count method returns the number of times specified value appears in a string. String dot format method returns the formatted string. String dot is numeric method returns true if all characters are numeric, otherwise it will be written as a false. String dot rfind method finds the last occurrence of the specified value. And string dot index method finds the first occurrence of the specified value. So those are the strings method available in Python. Question number 3 is, what is a len function in Python? So len is a common function that available by default in Python. Len function can be used in a string or list or tuple. We are passing the string or list or tuple and it is fetching the len. There are many methods available in Python such as string.lower, string.upper or string.capitalize or string.split method. Those are using only string, so it is come as a dot operator, means string.upper, string.lower or string.capitalize. Only those method available in a string, so that is it is used as a dot operator. But but len function is a very common function in Python which we can use in a string or list or tuple, so it is used without dot operator in Python. Question number 4 is, what happens when particular index is not found in a given string? We need to use the string.find method to find any particular index of the string. The find method returns -1 value if the value is not found of any particular index of the string. The find method is almost same as the index method. The only difference is that find method returns -1 value if the string is not found, and the index method raises the exceptional if the value is not found. And here I give the example for that. I mentioned string here and I said text.find method. I used the text.find method and I gave the character q. Since the q is not available in my string, it is giving me the -1 as a value after execute this program. Here I mentioned the text.index method, but it is showing me the value error after execute this program since the q is character is not available in my string. So that's the difference between these two methods. String.find method returns -1 value if the string is not available in our given string, but string.index method will be show the value error. Question number 5 is, what is the difference between index and find method in a string? We need to use string.index method to find first occurrence of a specified value. The index method raises an exception if the value is not found in a string. The index method is almost same like a find method. The only difference is that find method returns -1 value if the string is not found, and the index method raises an exception that value is not found. And here I give the example for that. I mentioned the string, and when I call the string.find method, I give the z character and value 20. Since these both value is not available in my string and I'm using string.find method, so after execute it give me the answer -1. Here I mentioned string.index method and I use the same z and integer value 20. Both values is not present in my string, but it is showing me the value error. So here is the difference between these two methods, string.find and string.index method in Python. Question number 6 is, how to do reverse the string in Python. In Python, string is a sequence of characters. There is no built-in method to reverse the string in Python. Since we have seen that string have different method like a string dot lower, string dot upper, string dot strip or string dot capitalize, but there is no built-in method like a string dot reverse. So in those scenario we have to use the different way. So however, string cannot String can be reversed in several different ways, such as we have to use the for loop, join, or slicing method to reverse the string in Python. List.reverse method used to reverse the sorting order of the element and only use reverse object of list in place. So we have the method list.reverse in a list, but in a string we do not have built-in method. So we have to use for loop or join or slicing method. So here I give the example for that. I mentioned reversing the string with using slice function, and I mention my string, and when I use the colon -1 value after execute the program, it is reverse my string. And here I mention the list and I give the 3 value and I call the method list.reverse and it is reverse my list. So if we want to reverse the string in Python, we have to use the for loop, join or slicing method in Python. Question number 7 is how to find out when one string is empty by using reverse string. So first we have to use the length function to find the length of the given string, and second we have to use the for loop over the list with the iterating index initialized with the length of the list. Then each iteration we have to concatenate the value of the string with the reverse string, and we have to decrement that index, and we have to keep doing that iterating until the index less than 0. Finally the empty string will have the reverse string and we will get the print value as a result. So here I mentioned the example for that. I mentioned string A is equal to grapes and I give the B is an empty string. Here first I use the length function to calculate the length of my string. Then I use the for loop, I use the range function, and I use the index value -1. I decrement the index and finally I got my reverse string. So this is the way you have to find out the empty string by using reverse string. Question number 8 is how to compare uppercase and lowercase string in Python. So when there are two strings are in different in our program, such as one string is uppercase and another string is a lowercase, first we have to take both the string either uppercase or either lowercase and then compare accordingly. So here I mentioned the example for that. I give the uppercase automation and I gave the second string is a lowercase automation, A is a lowercase. I use that uppercase method here, and then I use the if and else condition. If both are same, then it will be print me same. If it is both are not same, then it will be print me the not same. So we have to use first either uppercase method or either lowercase to compare the two string. Question number 9 is what is the approach to compare two string with the strip method? String.strip method removes any leading space at the beginning and end of the character. So first we have to use the strip method to remove the space at the beginning and end of the string with if and else condition. After both the string will be compared and showing the result. So here I give the example for that. I mentioned the two string here. One is not having space, but another string, the value P, I gave the white spaces in the beginning as well as the end. Then I use the stripe method. As we know, the stripe method removes the space in the beginning as well as end of the string. And after that, I use the if and else condition to compare. So after the execute, it will be remove the spaces and it give me the value compared. Question number 10 is how to find out any character is exist in a string. So there are two ways to find out any character exists in a string. One is using the for loop and second one is using the len function with the replace method in a string. So I give the example for that. I use first is a for loop, and after the execute it shows me the d letter is found in this string 5 times. Then second method I use as a replace method, here I mention, and then I just try to find out how many times the t character is available in this string. So it is after execute the program, it shows t character is available 3 times in my string. Question number 11 is how many times each word found in a given string. So first we have to need to use string.split method and then use for loop to count how many times each specific word is found in our given string. Here I mention example for that, and I mention the nature poem, and first I use the split method which is available in PythonString, and after that I use the for loop and I try to find out night word, how many times night word available in this string. So after execute the program, it shows night word is available 2 times in a string. Question number 12 is how to use palindromes method in a string. A palindrome is a word, number, phrase or other sequence of character which reads the same backward as well as the forward. Such as the example I mentioned here is race car, noon, mom, wow. Those words we can read as a backward as well as the same forward. So here I mentioned the example for that is rotator, and I first find out the length of that my string, and then second I use the for loop with the range function, and then I mention that whether it is palindrome or not. So after execute the program, it shows the word is a palindrome. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.